on with.
What it do is Steve Lou, LoftP, another episode. What's happening? To my left, I got.
You already know it's your girl Porche Madrid. Got it again.
And to the right.
It's your girl Miss Mo. I'm sorry, Auntie Mo, the sexy voice of the LoftP podcast show. And
it's more like growl.
right, the cougar growl. Right.
Cougar in the building. Let's roll
Wait a
that
minute.
R.
Wait, I can't claim that.
Right, I rebuke it.
Let's see what we got in the question bag, please.
Well, we actually have a Loft Letter.
What they talking about?
Let's see. Dear LoftP, time and time again, I run into the same problem with my 32-year-old boyfriend, and at this point, I just do not know what else to do. Every other time we attempt to be intimate, this fool can't hold up what? This fool can't hold an erection. I mean, limp D-word is an understatement. I know it isn't me, trust me, but I do believe he has some sort of medical condition that he will not come to terms with, like erectile dysfunction. He believes this is a temporary issue because he is under so much stress at work, but I beg to differ. He won't even agree to see the doctor. I'm starting to worry and have thoughts of stepping out of our relationship because we just aren't having intimacy.
Wait a minute. I need to do a ghetto breakdown of that letter. Give it here so I can reread it in Ebonics.
We're gonna let Portia have that because I'm like my hand shaking.
Let me
like,
tell y'all
wait.
what she's trying to say.
I'm tired of the noodle.
Hey,
and
friend.
This is what she
Time
said.
and time again, I run into the same problem every night. She left that part out.
Is
every
that the
night.
problem?
Every night.
Right.
Damn.
With my 32-year-old, meaning this man too damn old for us to be having these problems.
Too young, you mean?
No, too damn old.
Oh my God.
I mean, they say when you get older, you have them problems.
No, but at the same token, listen to what she said. He won't do nothing about it.
And she did stress that he was 32, her 32-year-old boyfriend.
So I'm saying, I can see if he was a younger dude and he was having a problem, he probably scared, he thought he was going to shake it off, whatever. At this
Technically,
point,
he is too young to be having those problems.
But, yes, but you too damn old for you to know that you got a goddamn problem. You won't get no help about it. So at this point, you're too old, and I don't know what else to do. Every other time we attempt to have sex, this nigga can't hold his meat. I mean, Vienna sausage is an understatement. I know it isn't me.
Oh my God.
Guys have told me I got that wet, and I'm the best they ever have.
Oh my
but
God.
I do believe he has some sort of medical condition.
Yeah, mentally.
So
Let me stop playing with people.
I can't.
So basically, I mean, look, it's a lot of things. He might be on cocaine. You know, cocaine is known to, you know what I'm saying, like cause
I wouldn't know
Yeah,
anything about that.
I
wouldn't know
anything
anything
about
about
it.
that.
I'm letting you know.
I mean, but it could be stress because, I mean, you know, men mentally, if you're not there, it's just not going to happen.
So audience, let us what you said to the mic.
That's where I was going next. That's where I was
said?
going next. He may not be interested anymore.
Exactly.
Right.
He might have some new.
It might be as
person.
simple as that.
It may be somebody new in the mix.
Maybe she done gained some extra weight, and you know what I'm saying, like, what is she doing wrong?
Or maybe she's just gotten comfortable, and I'm someone who always says, you know, keep a little fire in the relationship.
Right.
If you keep it simple and keep it the same, it becomes routine, which means routine becomes boring. So, you know, change your hair, get some new heels, put a new pep in your step, you know, do something different, something that he doesn't expect you to do. Now, don't go all out the way and want to put on the strap on and talk to the man. That's different.
What?
Don't do that. But what I'm saying is just, you know, something to fire up the relationship.
Well, hell, I think she already cheating. Quiet as kept. And
that her
probably
way of
so
putting it
is
out
he,
there?
which is why he can't get it up.
You think that's her way of putting it out there that she's already cheating?
I don't know. I have no clue.
Steve, you have any advice for her or her boyfriend?
I mean, if she out of shape or something, tighten up.
How you just gonna automatically say that,
I
Steve?
said, if she's out of shape or something, tighten up. If he, you know, if he's doing something.
She
if-
said in
if
all
he-
caps, believe me, it ain't me.
Well,
Well, nah,
she did say that.
That don't mean it's true.
Right, because we
That
do
does
be a
not
little
mean it's true.
delusional.
Yeah,
but
she might be overconfident.
And then it could be the way that she's presenting the problem to him. She says she's talked to him and asked him to go see a doctor about it, but it could be the way that she's bringing it to him too.
Yeah,
That
maybe.
could be stressful in
Bro,
itself.
you 32 years old and you not pleasing your woman. Y'all live together. Y'all done been together for however long. He is too damn old for them to be having them issues. I would have been
But again, it could be either party could be the issue.
well,
I'm
both
a
of them need to
romance fanatic.
separate.
I'm a romance fanatic, and if you're not putting the romance in there for me, that's a turn off by itself for me. Like, you know, I like the foot rubs and the bubble baths and the rose petals and I like all that stuff.
Well, speaking of foot rubs and bubble baths, did you hear that goddamn interview with Joe Budden and
Nicki
Nicki
Minaj.
wasn't that foot rubs and bubble baths?
I did, and I have to say that Nicki, my opinion, this is just me, and the Nicksters can come from me. I don't care.
Nicksters?
That's what I call
Barbs.
them.
Excuse us.
Nicksters.
We are called barbs, okay?
Anyway, but I mean, she just really made a butt out of herself.
You think?
I did.
Girl, what interview was you listening to? The Queen or the Joe
I
Budden? I'm
did
confused.
because the thing is, she was so busy barking that she didn't give him a chance to speak. And if you calling somebody out, then get them the
well,
microphone
I
too.
think her
And I think
animosity
that-
came from her they was not listening to what she was saying. And they had to take away that, yeah, she's a mega rapper, but what she trying to tell y'all is I'm still a normal girl. Y'all have hurt my feelings. Y'all are like assassinating my character, and you call myself like
But barking at somebody is not going to make them listen to you more.
You right.
When you
absolutely
rah,
right.
they automatically tune you out. So I think she should have been able to contain her composure and still say what she had to say.
I think throughout the interview she did have high points.
She was like, cut
and
it,
she
Mike,
did
for a
have,
nice show. Like,
okay, did you see the interview, the Joe Budden one?
I saw enough of it. I couldn't
they got
get
it together.
For her yelling, I couldn't even like.
I was into it.
I think she made some valid points though.
I think
you know
she
what I'm
did
saying? She
too.
was basically saying she's a human even if she's a superstar.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And I respect that. And I did understand her saying Joe is always trying to tear people down and make them look like idiots.
Right.
And she's the first person, well, not the first, but one of the few to finally stand up to him. I just couldn't.
And her major valid point was, and she maybe shouldn't have used the name gatekeeper, but what she was saying is, big media outlets, they influence pop culture, they influence what we're doing. When we do our research for what we're going to talk about, that's what we look to.
Agreed.
So when you put out something like that and we're supposed to be friends, she said, we used to talk on the phone, baby. Joey, baby. Why would you do me like this? It don't even make sense. So that's where the anger came from. It's like, nigga, we supposed to be friends. That's what hurt her.
But she's been getting a lot of that lately.
Right.
If you're getting a lot of it, you gotta kind of step back and reevaluate self. What
But
are
now
you
what
doing
she-
wrong?
They've been doing it for
What
12
are you doing
years.
wrong?
But now,
You
but
see
that was
her?
actually that was the point
her.
that she actually.
You see what I'm saying?
No. Actually, the point she was making is that's what happens is if somebody is saying something that becomes a narrative and people start copycatting and it just become the truth.
I don't know.
Whether it's the truth or not.
I
Right.
don't know, because it's like almost everybody is saying the same thing about Nicki.
But that's why she was so adamant, because she said every time I do something with another female, you and your sidekick are the first person to say, oh, it ain't real or it's some bullshit behind it. And then it's a trickle down effect. And she is completely right. That is legit true. If you put something out into the universe and you got all these followers who's just clout chasing off of what you said because of the person you are, him and academics are very influential.
I mean, I understand what you're saying, and I agree. Once you put it out there, it's out there.
It's out.
And it becomes contagious. I agree. But at the same time, you can't have all 12 people saying the exact same thing. I think he wanted to say something. I saw you grab the mic.
I'll be able to say, because if they're saying
you
the
gotta
same
kinda
thing,
step back.
she has to be doing something wrong too. I see what she's saying, but there's nothing wrong with sitting down and look at yourself first.
Oh, and who's to say that she hasn't did that? I feel like she is taking major steps back and she doesn't do half the things that she used to do because of all the drama with Cardi B and Remy, and every time she tries to do something, it's always something.
But you know what else? I see it coming with Megan.
I don't think so.
I see it coming with Megan. Because I do feel that Nicki has this attitude of I am the only queen. And I feel like being that Megan is climbing that ladder rapidly right now, eventually the same thing is gonna happen.
See,
that
this
Nicki
is Nicki's
ego
problem,
gonna
though,
surface.
and she said it in the interview. I give honor when honor is due, when it's worked for, when you actually write your own music, when you're actually sitting in that studio, beating everything out with the producer, with the engineer, really following through.
And Cardi did that, and she still
No,
went to bite
baby,
Cardi
she did
head
not.
off.
No, she did not. We watched her career from start to finish on Love and Hip Hop. But Megan Thee Stallion, baby, we can go back years. That girl actually worked her ass off. So that credit
And I'm
is
not
due.
taking that from
Which
Megan,
is why she
but I
even
still feel
picked
like
up the line
eventually-
for it, which is how all this stuff even came about.
I still feel like eventually Nicki is gonna turn around and bite her too. My
It's
opinion.
Well, I
going-
want to put a bet on it.
I don't bet. I don't
You,
gamble.
but you make a lot of money,
don't
so I
gamble.
want some red bottoms. If I'm right, and there's never no beef, y'all, I need some red bottom size. I think I'm size like
Cut it
40.
out.
So
Cut
they
it
said.
out.
So yeah, we're gonna remember that
I'm a
bet on
41,
them.
so
Okay.
We're gonna remember that bet.